Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this review of Grand Coloane Resort as a quarantine hotel. So I have just finished, or fingers crossed, assuming my test tomorrow morning is good. I'll be checking out tomorrow morning. I've just finished 5 days quarantine in the Grand Coloane, and I was very, very impressed with the job that the GM Christian and also Rutger and everyone at Artisan has done on making the experience as pleasant as possible for what is, let's be honest, a not particularly great experience. And this review or discussion, it's more of a discussion because I'm not even going to show you the room, but I'm going to discuss my experience. For anyone who might be considering coming to Grand Coloane or considering whether to do quarantine or not, that they can make a more informed decision. But I think the whole experience, of course, it's difficult being forced to be in a quarantine hotel and not being allowed to leave your room, but lots of little touches that the Grand Coloane did along the way to make it more pleasant. This review is totally unsolicited. They have not paid us for this review, and nor have they asked us. I've done this completely off my own bat because I think they deserve some praise for everything that they have done. So let's start from the beginning. So I arrived on the evening of Friday, the 25th of November from Hong Kong after a very difficult day. It took from hotel to hotel was 1 p.m. till 6:45 p.m. So it took 5 hours 45 to go through all the administrative hassles and the queues and the lining up and the NAT test and all of that. I'm not going to talk about that in this video because I talked about that at length in another video. And if you're looking for that other video, you can find it probably on IAG's YouTube channel, I would suggest. So when I arrived, there was a very, very good arrival experience. I was into my room very quickly, and then I'm on my own. And you'll find you do not see another human being the entire time that you're in quarantine. And you're into the room, and actually your key only lets you into the room once. It's coded for one-time use only. So if you leave the room, you can't get back into the room. So the other thing I should note is that the room is completely sealed. No windows allowed to be open. If you've got a balcony, you cannot open the balcony, and there's a sign on the door saying that you can't. So please forgive me. The light is not so great for this video, but it's a function of the fact that the only angle that kind of works is with the curtains closed, and there's not too much light in this room, which leads me to the next point, which is that the Grand Coloane, let's be honest, is a bit of a tired property. It's very old. It was the Westin, of course, and most people in Macau will know that, but it's clean. And it's clean, and the software is great. So the hardware needs work and probably will be renovated sooner rather than later, I would imagine, just like Grand Lapa got renovated. But it's clean and it's functional and it works, and the service is great and the software is great. And I'll tell you more about that shortly. So once I got into my room, it closed the door behind me, unpacked my bag because I knew I was going to be here for 5 days, and then took a look around the room. So let's start with the room. So the room is set up a little bit differently from a normal hotel room. If you go into the bathroom sink is also set up a little bit to be like a kitchen sink as well. There's detergent there, and there's like a sponge there. There's stuff to wash dishes with in the bathroom because you kind of have to wash your own dishes. And in fact, a nice touch from Grand Coloane, when I arrived, I found this in my room, and it was a sort of a plate. Oh, it's a bit heavy. A plate and another plate and a bowl, and this opens up, and in here you've got a nice little sort of fork and a knife, like a picnic set, and a spoon, and some metal chopsticks with wooden handles, quite nice. And there's a note in the room saying that these are yours to keep. So you can pack this away, and when I check out tomorrow, I can take these with me. Not the bowl and the dish, they keep that, but this nice little, quite cute picnic set is yours to keep as part of your, as a memento of your stay in the room, which is nice. And so you tend to use that crockery and this cutlery, and you wash up just as you would in your own home unless you have the helper do it for you, which I normally do. But it was kind of fun for me to do the washing up because I don't normally do it, and it brought back memories of my childhood. Now, what else about the room could I mention? I'm just looking around the room. I had a very nice coffee maker, one of those pod espresso things with lots of pods. There was a really nice welcome gift basket with lots of fruit in there, some of which I ate. I couldn't finish it all. There was a lovely bouquet here of flowers in the room, brightening the room up. And actually, with every meal that's arrived, there's a flower, and I've added that flower to the bouquet, which has been kind of nice. There was a little bit of greenery around the room, just set up very, very nicely, and lots of water. The fridge minibar was full. They had asked me beforehand what I wanted in there. I just put lots of sparkling water in there. I never drink alone, but I'm about to break that rule. Yes, you may have noticed there's a bottle of champagne here. Since I'm checking out tomorrow as a little celebration, they sent up this bucket of champagne in one of these very nice brown trays. I'll show you them properly later. And why don't we go ahead and open it? So here's the ice bucket. Let's put that over there. It's a bit wet here. And champagne flute. Forgive me while I go ahead and open this for the celebratory drink. I never drink alone, but this is an exception. And I had to be convinced. I sort of said no, but then they convinced me. And I haven't had any alcohol while I've been in the room, so why not? So, okay, off you come, and here we go. Beautiful, that lovely sound. And just pour myself a little champagne flute. Right, cheers. Right, so I'll put the bottle back in the ice bucket. Very nice. Okay, right, let's get on with it. So when you get into the room, what else is there extra? Oh, also the linen and the towels. There's spare ones already in the room for you with big black plastic bags saying you have to make your own bed. And if you want to change the sheets or you want to change even the duvet cover or the towels, excuse me, put the old ones in these big black plastic bags, tie a knot around the top and put them outside your door. Let's talk about the doors. Oh, no, let's finish the room. Anything else in the room? I'm just looking around. Forgive me. I don't have COVID. I've just got a bit of a cough. I think it's from the fact that the window's being closed and it's closed air. I mean, I put the aircon on, but and they tell you to leave the aircon on the whole time. I just feel the air, the oxygen, you know. That's not their fault, of course. I think that's about, well, in the shower as well, they have not just the ordinary shower gel and shampoo, but they have some nicer quality ones that you would get at the supermarket, and they've got them in there, you know, larger ones. I think that's about it for the room itself. They put a water heater in for me so I could have hot water all the time. A few other small bits and pieces. Okay, that's it for the room. Now, what else? So you get this this sort of guide, this temporary island staycation retreat guide, quite thick, 74 pages, I think it is. And that gives you lots of information about your stay. Breakfast is served every day between 8 and 9, lunch between 12 and 1, and dinner between 6 and 7. And what they do is they put outside your door a kind of a stand. And it means you don't have to bend down to pick up whatever they leave for you. And it also means it's not being put on the floor. So when they bring you food, they come and bring it, they put it on this stand right outside your door, they knock gently a few times, and then they leave. And then you go and open the door and you take the food. And it comes in these these little bags, and they see I have a little sticker here, biggest heart in the city, Grand Coloane Resort. And it's in a little bag with a zip around the side, and you can unzip the bag. And I've got them all stacked up over there for all my meals. And it's got this sort of foil on the inside to keep whatever in here warm. And there's a tray inside as well. So it's quite well done. So when you go outside, the bag will be there with a flower, which I've added to these. And there'll generally be a piece of origami with it as well, which is really nice. They like a crane like this, different colors. Sometimes it's an umbrella, and sometimes it's a butterfly. And one time I even got jet plane. Quite cute, huh? Quite skillful. So I don't know if they've had their staff do that or students have done that, but every meal comes with a little piece of origami. And I've even had a couple of notes as well, handwritten notes. I've had best wishes to you in English and Chinese. And one time I even got this lovely note. I'll find it now. Here we go. Food is symbolic of love when words are inadequate. I guess it's a Chinese saying. So that's a nice touch too, with the little hearts and so forth. And as well as breakfast, lunch, and dinner, typically in the mid-afternoon, they might drop you off a little snack. And they've just done that today. It's not really part of the thing. And they bring it in this lovely box. I'm a fan of boxes. And here's my butterfly. And today it was an unusual one. It was a little tin of sardines. Now, I'm not a fan of sardines, so I won't eat them. But most days I've eaten them. But they also have this other thing here. I don't know what it is. Is it just a bread roll or something? I don't know. Yes, it's a hard, warm bread roll. I might eat that later. But they bring them in these lovely little boxes, which I think are quite elegant. And a couple of them even have big, thick, like marine ropes coming out of them. So I've now got about, I don't know, 6 or 8 of these boxes here in the room. And it's just nice, a nice presentation, nice way to do it. So anyway, back to this guide, because that'll give me some structure to this video. It's our pleasure to welcome you. Please read below the arrangements. Required to monitor your health and each day. So it's a health department requirement to record your temperature twice a day, which I have been doing here, and it's been averaging about 36.3. I don't have any temperature at all. And they give you a little thermometer gun. 36.8, that's the highest it's been the whole time, but it's still well under 37.5, right? 36.6. Anyway, it's usually the average is 36.2, 36.3, but it is a very warm day today, actually. And they always refer to your stay as your temporary island staycation retreat, to try and sort of frame it in a better way. The internet is fast and good and free. And then now trash or rubbish, if you like. So they give you a bunch of rubbish bags and you just fill them. And I've made sure there are different rubbish bins around the room, but I've just made sure to actually put all my rubbish as I generate it straight into the bag by the door. And then they come and collect it at 8 o'clock every night. So sometime around after dinner, I would just tie the bag up each day and just put it outside the door, and then they come and collect it. There'll be no room cleaning during your stay. You're required to make your bed, keep your room tidy, and wash your personal laundry in the bathroom. Detergent is provided in the room. Please keep the bathroom floor dry to avoid hazards. So they give you dishwashing liquid. They also give you detergent for washing your clothes if you want to hand wash your clothes in the room. Cooking is prohibited in the room. Now the other thing is you can get deliveries 24/7, anytime at all. You can get deliveries, get somebody to deliver something to the hotel, and then they'll bring it up to a room and they'll just gently knock on the door to let you know that something's outside. Then they go, then you go out, open the door, and whatever it is sitting waiting for you. Balcony access is not allowed. So the balcony is locked with a padlock, unfortunately, because that's a health department requirement. No visitors in the room. You have to have a NAT test every day, which is a bit of a pain. And they come at different times of the day, generally the morning, but they have come in the afternoon. What if you're in the shower or asleep when they come? Well, they just persist until you turn up. So they come back later in the day or whatever. I get the impression the health people are here most of the day. Please respect your neighbors in terms of noise during night hours, which I've done. I've watched a lot of YouTube or Netflix or whatever on my computer, and obviously kept the volume down late at night. Right, and then there's the menu. So in here they have the menu. This is part of your cost of staying. The cost was reasonable. There's a Chinese menu, a Western menu, and a vegetarian menu every day, and you can chop and change between the menus if you want. So for example, Friday night dinner was wild mushroom soup, pan-seared cod with white wine, tomato and basil sauce, roasted potatoes and vegetables, and a green apple. Now, the food is excellent. Very, very good. Well done, Grand Coloane Resort. The food, considering they have to bring all the food at the same time and try and keep it warm, they did a very good job. They come in these lovely little sort of cardboardy paper. I get the impression they're biodegradable, sort of paper boxes. Quite elegant and nice inside that black bag that I showed you before that zips around on 3 sides. So for example, on Saturday, breakfast was sausage, French bean, grilled tomato, 2 fried eggs, soft bread roll, butter and jam, sliced seasonal fruit. Lunch was green beans, feta cheese, and pistachio nut salad, followed by grilled chicken breast and mushroom risotto and strawberry mousse. And dinner was pumpkin ginger soup, grilled salmon, mushroom, and asparagus penne with white sauce and an orange. Look, it was very, I won't read the whole menu, but it was very, very good. I enjoyed almost every meal. 1 or 2 were a little cold, but then again, they might have been cold because I got them late and I didn't hear them at the door and it was half an hour before I went to get them or something like that. In addition to that, you can also order their in-room dining menu. Now, I didn't at all. I only ate their food, which it was more than adequate. But if you want to, you can order their in-room dining 24 hours. And they have a very wide range. I won't go through it, but they have, 1, 2, Chinese here, Western, 3, 4 pages, fresh and wild, ultimate seafood cuisine, Sakura Japanese delicacies, that Japanese menu. They have bites of Macau, mini pork chop buns, sweet rice dumplings, curry platter, Indian potato pakoda with ketchup. I mean, they have everything. Japanese, they have Indian, Hong Kong, timeless, delicious, fried French toast bites, peanut butter and condensed milk if you suddenly feel like you want the Hong Kong breakfast. And World Cup flavors, they have some, because the World Cup's on at the moment, they have some offers for drinks and sort of snack food while you watch the World Cup. Pizza and beer they have. Pirate Kitchen seems to be mainly, I don't know, it's a bit of a mix of everything. There's a fit menu, there's a spicy menu, island picnic box if you want to order a picnic box. I guess that would be more if there were 2 of you in the room and you wanted to pick. Life is sweet. You can order ice creams, afternoon tea set. I mean, it's all here. There's a selection of fresh fruit, refresh and recharge fruit juice. Maybe I should have ordered some of this stuff. The Island Yardie, you can get a yard drink, pina colada, red sangria, white sangria. You can get drunk if you want. I didn't drink at all, apart from this one. Cheers. Lockdown, drink up. That's funny. So that they've got gin, caviar and champagne, wine, it's wine o'clock, coffee and tea menu, spirits and liqueur menu, soft drinks, beers, and then shopping. Shop till you drop, all online shopping, of course. But pages and pages of shopping, book borrowing guide if you want to borrow a book, smart power bank, quarantine survivor t-shirt you can buy. And then notes on medical observation in Chinese and English, the notes from the health department, which is about, I think, 13 pages of notes. Then the page where you keep your temperature, also a page on psychological support services. I think the Social Welfare Bureau provides a 24-hour hotline, and the University of Macau Psychological Support Services provides Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, not including public holidays, which is important because there's been a lot of psychological issues and mental health issues through the pandemic. I think we all know that. And just some other information, gifts you can buy. And yeah, that's about it. So very, very useful guide. Like I said, I think it's about 74 pages of information there. Couple of letters they sent me along the way. Some personal thoughts and suggestions from the GM. Structure your day, call family and friends. Don't forget beautiful things like reading a book, writing a story, watching a movie or series, write a love letter. Best not say anything about that. Help, call us if you need help. We're here for you 24 hours a day. Physiological support, I think they mean psychological support, but near enough. Please call us if you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, really, really nice. Another letter that they sent. My team and I are working around the clock to try and make your stay as comfortable as possible. Blah, blah, blah. Please forgive us at times if we're a little late. We're trying to serve the entire hotel at the same time. Should you feel your portion size was not enough, please let us know. We're happy to send a second meal to your room right away. I never needed that at any point. I thought the portions were quite adequate. Yeah. So I would like to, this is the GM, I would like to let you know that I am personally on site 24 hours a day to monitor and ensure my team is doing the best, which is great. Please contact me anytime. Please remember to record your temperature. Very, very good. Yeah, so I think all the little touches, I think the way the food was very good. They've been presented very nicely. You get these cute little touches like the little origami and the flowers, and just you can really tell that they care about their guests, which is fantastic. I mean, we're all going through this. Everybody in the hotel is going through this difficult experience of being locked up prison style in a room as part of the requirements of the Macau Health Department, and to know at least that the management of the hotel is really trying to look after you and make the experience as pleasant as possible, or at least as minimize the unpleasantness of the experience as much as possible, is really great. It's like they're here with you. They don't just abandon you, you know that they know that you're there in the room. And I think that's really great. So well done, Grand Coloane Resort. As I said, look, the hotel is a little tired. It is a little old, but it's clean. It's fine. The bed is comfortable. The bed is big. The room is big. It's not modern, but it is perfectly adequate. It's clean. The service is good. Lots of little touches. And I think, this is, if I had to do quarantine again, which hopefully I never do, I would be very happy to come back here again, and this would be the place that I would do it. So I thoroughly recommend Grand Coloane Resort to you as a quarantine hotel if you're required to. So that's it for me from now. Cheers, and that's my little report on Grand Coloane Resort Quarantine Hotel. Bye for now.